Welcome back to the Tiger Kids podcast. Mitchell's back off the bench today after missing last week's potty through injury or suspension. Today we're celebrating a huge win, 36-28 over the Titans at a packed Leichhardt Oval crowd, and we were there to see it live. We'll put a few things in the bin, tackle another 6 again, preview this week's game against the Dolphins, and check out what's happening around the grounds. And tonight, we won't even talk about Origin. Let's do this. Time for game review this week after a but a great win over the Titans this week or last week, whatever, 36-28. Let's go through the try scorers against Titans. We'll do the Titans first. We got Jaden Campbell, Curtin Morin, Arama, I don't know how to say that, Bo Fermor, and Philip Sami. Jane Campbell with being in the 30th minute, Curtis Morin in the 34th, Arama Howe, whatever, in the 36th minute. 2 minutes after, wow. And then Bo Fermor in the 42nd minute and Philip Sami in the 60th minute. But into our 6 tries, we got Stafford Tower in the 12th minute, Taylor May in the 26th minute after coming back from Origin, Jerome Luai in the 47th minute. Did I say Taylor May coming back from Origin? I meant to say Taylor May coming back from injury. Sorry. And then Jerome Luai in the 47th minute. Alex Seyfarth in the 53rd minute. Chugga scoring a try off the bench. Was it on the bench? No. I keep forgetting that everyone's injured. But anyways, Jerome Luai in the 70th minute, and then Jerome Luai in the 79th minute. And Jock Madden kicked 6 from 6. Couldn't miss a goal. Wow. And Jane Campbell kicked 4 from 5. And he also converted his try. And at halftime it was 18-12, and we ended up coming back with the win.
What a day at Leichhardt. The hill was packed, the atmosphere was unreal, and the Tigers scored 6 tries to beat the Titans 36-28. It wasn't always pretty. Our defence kept things exciting for the fans, but the boys attacked brilliantly and found a way to get the win. Most importantly, we were there live, and there's nothing quite like a Tigers win at Leichhardt Oval. That's it for our game review. Now it's time for this.
Now it's time for 10 in the bin this week. First, a shout out to Troy from the Groin Strain podcast for sending in a 10 in the bin nomination this week. Except Troy couldn't think of anyone to put in the bin because we played so well. So, of course, he put himself in the bin. That's right, Troy. Straight in the bin, mate. Thanks for the nomination.
And our 10 in the bin this week goes to the Rugby League gods. Seriously, why would you strike down Kaipius Paul with injury, just as he was playing some great footy? We know injuries are part of the game, but leave Kai alone. Rugby League gods, you're on report and you're in the bin. That's it for our 10 in the bin this week. Now it's time for this.
Now it's time for team list. At 3 p.m, Tigers Dolphins. We won't be there. We usually are, but footy has taken us away. So yeah. But Mitchell, what's the Dolphins team this week?
Trey Fuller, Jermaine Osako, Jack Bostock, Herbie Farnworth, Tavita Naufahu, Cody Nicarima, Isaiah Katoa, Felice Kafusi, Jeremy Marshall-King, Francis Molo, Kennelly Lemuelu, Oren Keeley, Morgan Knowles, Bradley Schneider, Kurt Donahoe, Tom Gilbert, Ray Stone, Sebastian Sewer, Brian Punu, John Fianacafo, or however you say his name, LJ Nonu, Sam Elliott, Max Black, and Kaleka Finny Fuyaki, and the coach Christian Wolf.
Now into our West Tigers team this way. Dun 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 dun. We have in our backs, we got fullback Julian Buller, our two wingers, Sania Taruba and Stafford Toa. Our two centers, we got Taylor May and Patrick Herbert. Into our halves, we got Jerome Lua and Jock Madden. Into our forwards, we got our two props, Terrell May and Fanua Pole. And then we got our hooker, Apsai Carousel. We're not even playing Origin. Come on. But at least we're still winning against the Titans, though. In our second row, Tony Suka. Also with Sione Fano. Into our lock, we have Alex Seyfarth. So he isn't coming off the bench. And then we got number 14, Josesi Lanyon. Played a great game last week. But I think he deserves it way better than Tristan Hope. But yeah, into number 15, Bunty Afar. Number 16, Maverick Gaia. Number 17, Charlie Murray. Number 18, Hamasi. I'm just saying from 14, it was interchange. Number 18, Hamasi Maxine. Number 19, Latu Fanu. It's interchange when I start saying the numbers. And then reserves, we got number 20, Heath Mason. Number 21, Peter Taitio. I don't know how to say it. And then we got number 22, Adam Newey. I don't know if he's going to play or not, but I don't think he will. I think he'll just play next week. But Adam Newey. And that's it for our team list this week. Now it's time for this. Now it's time for Captain's Challenge this week. This week's Captain's Challenge goes to, drumroll please, the West Tigers spine. We challenge Romy, Creamy, Strap, and Appy, and if you don't know Strap, it's Jock Madden, to put on a show against the Dolphins and make Campbelltown rock. Okay, why did I do that? Attack, entertain, and bring home the 2 points. And that's it for our Captain's Challenge this week. Now it's time for this.
Time for 6 again. This week we're talking about our favourite things in rugby league. Tackle 1, favourite stadium. What's your favourite rugby league stadium and why?
My favourite rugby league stadium is of course, Todd Leichhardt Oval. Boom, chakalakala. The atmosphere, the hill, the crowd goes crazy. Is crazy. I just love it. What's yours, Mitch?
Leichhardt Oval too. Now moving on to tackle 2. Favourite Tigers player ever. Who's your all-time favourite Tiger?
Appy Carousel. We already know this. I'm a hooker. Appy Carousel. Let's go.
Mine's probably Benji. I remember going to his last ever game for the Tigers.
Yeah, we
and yeah, it was good.
And
time for tackle 3. Favourite rugby league tradition. What's your favourite thing that happens every year?
Between Origin, Easter Monday, and Grand Final. I'm gonna knock out Grand Final because we barely ever make it, even though we're winning the comp, baby. It might change my decision next year, but I'm gonna say Origin. It's not Easter Monday. I'm saying Origin, but yeah.
Yeah, I think if we get a good Origin decider, that would have to be mine. Now time for tackle 4. Favourite try celebration. What's the best try celebration you've ever seen?
Probably the cricket one. When I don't know who did it, but picked up the whatchamacallit and they played cricket. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was the Raiders. They put the English into bat. Did the Johnny Best recreation.
Well, this wasn't really what we actually did, but during Try July, I remember 1 or 2 years ago before we made the podcast. We whatchamacallit, we were at the Raiders game and a fight started after a try and the whole crowd started chanting, "Hit him with a wooden spoon. Hit him with a wooden spoon." It was really funny. But yeah.
It might either be that, the one where they did the Johnny Bairstow recreation, it got on the cricket, or the one where, who was it, the guy played the corner post as a didgeridoo. Yeah, tackle 5, favourite rugby league memory. What's your favourite memory as a Tigers fan?
Ooh. When I'm alive, so Benji in his last ever game. Even though his last ever game was the Rabbitohs, but I love Benji. I loved him. And that was my favourite memory of Benji. So yeah.
Mine would either be that or we smashed the Cowboys
Yeah.
a bazillion to not much. I don't remember the exact score.
Tackle 6.
Tackle 6. Favourite thing about rugby league. What do you love most about rugby league?
Ooh, tackling. Love tackling.
Yeah, I probably agree. Just folding someone is probably the best part about, playing rugby league. But yeah, that's it for our 6 again. Another complete set of 6 important in rugby league and very important in podcasts. Now it's time for this.
Now it's time for tips this week. Tomorrow we have at 8 o'clock McDonald's Jones Stadium, Knights versus the Dragons. I tip the Knights by 6. I don't think the Dragons win. I usually tip a team by 6, but yeah.
I tipped Knights by 22.
Wow, it's big. And then we have on Saturday at 3 o'clock, Campbelltown Sports Stadium, Tigers Dolphins. I tip the Tigers.
I also tip the Tigers.
Yeah! I was going to do a boo, but I had to do a yeah. Anyways, Penrith versus Titans versus Penrith. I tip Penrith.
I also tip Penrith. That's a no-brainer.
And then we have Bulldogs Manly. I tipped Manly.
I happen to tip the Manly Seagulls.
Titans Penrith is at Seabus Super Stadium, and that's at 5:30. And then Bulldogs Manly is at 7:35 at Core Stadium. Who'd you tip again? Manly. Okay. And then we have 2 o'clock at 1NZ Stadium. I don't know where that is. Stop, bro. Anyways, he's doing something weird. Anyways, I know you can't see it, but it's so weird. But at 2 o'clock, I tip the Wilds versus Cowboys.
No brainer. I also tip the Wilds. Stop copying me.
No, you're copying me.
No, you're copying me.
No, you're copying me.
Don't make me to headbutt you there.
Anyways. Not appropriate for our listeners. Anyways, 4:05 p.m. Amy Park, Storm Raiders. I tip Storm.
I tip the Storm.
No, I
tip
me. Stop, bro. Did we tip the same tips? I swear, we tipped the same. 6:15 Allianz Stadium, Roosters Sharks. I tip the Sharks.
Up the Sharkies?
Did you?
I also tip the Sharks.
Cronulla. Yeah, stop copying me, bro. We tipped the exact same.
Oh, I think you're just copying me.
No, I think you're just copying me. Anyways, that's it for our tips this week. And now it's time for bold prediction. That's right, me. It's time for our bold predictions. Last week, my bold prediction was that 2 hookers would score, including myself. Jeremy Marshall King scored, but that's it. I didn't score either. But yeah, my team won for the first time this year against the hardest team, undefeated. Well, not now, but yeah, but I couldn't get across the line, sadly. And 2 hookers did not score. Only Jeremy Marshall King scored. Benji Marshall's brother, if you didn't know that. But, Mitchell, we stuck with your same bold prediction from 2 weeks ago that you didn't get since you weren't here. And did you get it?
Well, I mean, I just wanted to say firstly that he's called Jeremy Marshall King, but Benji's the king. So that can't be right. I think we need a fact check on that, you know. My bold prediction was, well, not really from last week, I kind of doubled up. That X-Tigers score a combined 4 tries. Jeremy Marshall King scored, who's not the king. Tamara Martin scored, Cameron Toilangi scored, and Dane Laurie all scored.
I have a question.
So that is a win.
I have a question. Jeremy Marshall King played for the Tigers?
Yes, he did.
With Benji Marshall, or?
Not at the same time, I don't think. Benji might have been off at the Broncos or something.
Benji played for the Broncos?
Yep.
Didn't he also play for the Dragons?
Something like that. But
he sucks for playing the Dragons. Who would go to the Dragons?
Not this again. This is going to go on for the rest of the time. But yeah, now it's time for this week's bold predictions.
This week's bold predictions are, well, mine is that I played for the Ascot Magpies. I'll say that now so I don't have to keep it a secret. But Kyle Weeks and Kieran Foran both played for the Magpies. So I've decided Kyle Weeks has to score a try and Manly have to win because Kieran Foran coaches Manly. So that should happen. But Mitch, what's your bold prediction this week?
You know, to make up for me not being here, I've decided to go for a little bit of an easier one. I've decided that you're not going to score in your junior league game.
No, that's not happening. That is.
Well, I mean, you haven't scored this season, so I mean, I wouldn't say it's a bold prediction.
You're not getting your bold prediction, mate. I'm scoring a hat trick. We're versing the other Magpies team. Come on.
Dream on, princess.
Anyway, I'm not a princess. Stop talking about that. But that's it for our bold prediction this week. Now it's time for this.
Time for Around the Grounds. What a result. The Magpies absolutely flogged the Roosters 68-8. Who knew scoring tries was so easy? Jersey Flegg lost to the Roosters in a close one. Bad luck, boys. Bounce back next week. New South Wales Women's Premiership. A fantastic effort from the girls for the 22-all draw against the Roosters. This week, New South Wales Cup take on Manly at Campbelltown before the NRL game. Finally, a game before the NRL game. But
we won't be there, of course. Of course, the one day when New South Wales Cup play before the Tigers, we won't be there because we have a friend that needs Appetite Got a Sales card signed and usually he watches the game before. This is absolutely riggery.
Wow.
Riggery! Keep going.
Jersey Flegg play Manly at Lidcombe Oval. And New South Wales
Women. They have to play at Lidcombe.
And New South Wales Women's Premiership travel to Maitland to take on Newcastle.
Where's Maitland?
I don't know, is that like the land where everyone's mates? You know, oi, what up, lad? Oh, yeah, you're like our best mate. Yeah, that's about it for Around the Grounds. Now it's time for this.
That's it for the Tiger Kids podcast this week. Next week we'll be reviewing the Tigers game up against the Dolphins and going for 3 wins in a row. But unfortunately we won't be there because it's clashing with our game. But yeah, so while we're playing, we're hoping the Tigers are getting the job done too. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, and send through your 10 in the bin nominations. Claws out, Tigers fans!
Peace.